Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. A very blissful and Krishna conscious Bhakti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hey devotees.
Hare Krishna, happy birthday, happy Krishna conscious birthday to you.
Devotees, can we sing a birthday song for Shraddha Mataji?
Not now, Archana Mataji, please wait, let other devotees join.
Oh, yeah. I thought before going to Facebook, we can do that.
No,
it's okay to have it.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
We decided that from 7 to 7:20, we'll read Bhagavad Gita. 7:20 to 7:30 would be cake cutting and
singing.
Amazing.
Thank you, Kathy Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kathy Mataji, for, initiating this and, let us know about the wonderful idea you had for the, celebration of Shraddha
all
Mataji.
with devotees and for Shraddha Mataji. So,
Hare Krishna Shraddha Mataji. Happy birthday.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Happy birthday.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Shraddha Mataji. Wish you a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shraddha Mataji. How are you?
Shraddha Mataji, you are speaking on mute.
Have I been speaking on mute all along?
Yes, we didn't hear you at all.
Oh my goodness. I was talking to all of you. Yes, I was just thanking all of you.
Happy birthday.
Archana Mataji, Sadhana Mataji, Sutapa Mataji, Kati Mataji, Varshana Mataji, Sulekha Mataji. I did hear you, and Sukharupa Mataji. I did hear all of you. So thank you so much. I was just saying that we are on Facebook, I think.
Hare Krishna to you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. How are you?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh.
Hare Krishna, happy birthday.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy birthday.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy birthday.
Hare Krishna, Shukriya.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so I think, are we broadcasting? Where is my Sukomal Radha?
Yes, we are, Mataji.
Okay, fantastic. And
Dandavat Pranam, Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Many happy returns.
Thank you.
Wishing you a Krishna conscious happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I'm just overwhelmed. With such
I'm not a regular in your class. Is it okay to join or?
Absolutely, as long as you pay the fees, it is okay. It's a fee for everyone. It all goes into book distribution, so we should be fine. So should we get started then?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. I'm posting the reading order.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, okay. And you can post it while I'm doing the prayers here.
Yes.
And I'd like to welcome all the dear devotees who have joined us here on Facebook, starting with our dear Dilip Bhai Patel Prabhu and Vidyavadu-devi Mataji and our dear Hemlata Mataji, Vijay Lakshmi Nair Mataji on Facebook. And I don't know how many of you are here on Facebook. It's a record turnout today. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll get started with reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 16 after this short prayer to the spiritual master. Om Ajnanatimandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Okay, Khyati Mataji, do we have the reading order?
Yes. So our regular Vindhyavali Mataji is not here yet, which is very surprising. But I think I wanted to ask Barsha and Raksha Mataji, will you be able to read?
No, Mataji.
Mataji, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Oh, we won't be able to read Mataji. Sorry.
No problem. So we'll start with Sukomal Radhe Mataji, Sutappa Mataji, Sadhana Mataji, sorry about the spelling mistake, Varshana Mataji, Preeti Radhika Mataji, Shruti Priya Mataji, Sulekha Mataji, Sukharupa Mataji, again, sorry for the spelling mistake, Meera Mataji, Archana Mataji, Sanjeev Prabhu, and then I think someone from iPhone, Sonia. Would you be able to read? I think it is.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Sonia. I can read today.
Okay, perfect. And Vrinda's iPhone, is that? Are you able to read? Okay, then we can start with Sukomal Radhe Mataji, and then I will update the order.
Okay, and then should we read one verse each today? Since they are
Yes, because there are so many devotees today.
Okay, fantastic.
Mataji, you forgot my name.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Simi Mataji. I will add your name too. So after Sanjeev Prabhu, it would be your turn.
Okay, fine. Okay.
The divine and demoniac natures. Text 1 to 3. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Sutta.
Thank you, Mataji. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pritha.
Text 5. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Bandhu, you are born with the divine qualities. Varshana Mataji.
Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 6. O son of Pritha, in this world there are two kinds of created beings. One is called divine and the other demoniac. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me of the demoniac. Hare Krishna. Preeti Radhika Mataji.
Thank you. Text 7. Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Shruti Priya Mataji.
Thank you. Text 9.
8.
Sorry, text 8. They say that this world is unreal with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Text 9. Following such conclusions, the demonic, who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. Sukharupa Mataji.
Text 10. Taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demoniac, thus illusioned, are not always drawn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. Text 11-12.
We're reading only one verse each, I think.
Oh, okay. So next is, I think, Meera Mataji.
Mataji, actually, it was my turn before you. Can I read?
Yes, Mataji, I'm sorry. Someone said my name. I just read it.
No problem. Text 11-12. They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable, bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger. They secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Hare Krishna. So I think after me, it is Meera Mataji.
Oh, yeah. Is it text 13 to 15?
Yes.
Okay. Text 13 to 15. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future, more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Hare Krishna. Archana Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Text 16. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. Hare Krishna. Sanjay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Self-complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, without following any rules or regulations.
Hare Krishna. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. Astha Mataji.
I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah, Asta Mataji said she cannot read. So according to the revised order, Aruni Mataji, go ahead.
Text 19. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life.
Hare Krishna, text 20. Attaining repeated birth amongst the species of demoniac life. O son of Kunti, such persons can never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. Hare Krishna.
Deepa Mataji or Ankita Mataji or Rohini, anyone wants to read?
I can read Mataji. Hare
Sure,
Krishna.
go ahead.
Text 21. There are three gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul.
Okay, I will read text 22. The man who has escaped these three gates of hell, O son of Kunti, performed acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. Back to Sukumal Radha Mataji.
Text 23. He who discards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination.
Text 24. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Ribol.
Haribol. Thank you so much. So the best time of the day, reflection time. So you can unmute yourself and share your reflections as I start to share the screen with you.
What I keep hearing is demoniac.
Yes. Isn't it amazing that the chapter is called Divine and Demoniac, but we have more of demoniac there, right? And Krishna, why is it like that?
I guess because most people fall into that category.
Or it's almost like a caution to us that we should not do these things because these belong to that negative qualities.
Good, good, good. Any
And
more?
it is because of our association with matter, right, that lead to lust, anger, and greed, and that's why all the demonic qualities appear.
Yeah, there, right? Yeah.
Mataji, in all the other
Hare Krishna.
chapters, he's
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vidyavali Mataji, Dandatanam.
I am just punching the different password. Morning class password. I'm punching 7 o'clock, 6:45. I did it right, everything. And then I wrong password and it's not coming. I call my son now. He says, why in his computer laptop also it's not coming.
Yeah. So Kathy,
So then he says, what is the password? Then I realized that's the wrong one.
yeah. Kathy, what we can do is we can, in the group description, we can put the Zoom call details so that if somebody ever forgets the password, all they have to go to the WhatsApp, look at the description of the group, and they'll get the details from there.
Yeah, I will do that right.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I remember.
However, one small request, we are broadcasting on Facebook, so we don't share passwords on Facebook.
Yeah, I will write it in the group.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy.
Okay. So yeah, fantastic. And now,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
yeah, just 1 second, Varshana Mataji. Somebody was saying something about, I think Suruchi Mataji was saying something about why there is less talk about devotees in this chapter. I think
yes, Mataji.
Are you?
Yes, Mataji, because all the other chapters he's been describing qualities of a devotee. And this, I think, is the only chapter where he's talking about the demoniac qualities.
Yes. Varshana Mataji, go ahead.
I wanted to, I was reading this Devi Sampad Vimokshaye. So I was just thinking that transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation. And the first, second, third, they have given the qualities. And I was just going through them and thinking that slowly, I mean, in a very baby steps, we can think of them and you see acquiring them in our lives practically, and then you see there is a possibility of getting liberation. So I was just, though it is very difficult, but I felt that God has given me some, given us some, you see, assurance that you can get liberation, but first you look at 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All good points. All good points. Yeah. More reflection? Any more?
Mataji, can I ask you something? Sorry, may I?
Absolutely.
Mataji, the other day I remember that you are telling the means you asked that whether we are material or spiritual, and like there was 50-50 devotees said, at least I said material. So Mataji, if we are spiritual, the soul is spiritual, and here we are reading that we have so many, at least I have so many demoniac qualities. So it's not contradictions, means if we are already spiritual, so we should not have that many of demoniac qualities, or it is like that our mind is covered with like dust.
Exactly. Exactly. So now a couple of things to always keep in mind. One is that you are the soul, right? And the second is the soul never changes, right? So sometimes people just say that, this whole world is a drama. So in some words, it is a drama. Shakespeare also says, right, this whole world is a stage and everybody's playing their part, like that. So what we are talking about here is the consciousness of the soul. And this is where one of the subtle element, which is the false ego. It is the false ego that plays such a big role here. That number one, we think that we are the body, and then whatever transformations the material body goes through, and we read about the transformations in the previous chapter, the 3 modes of material nature, right? So the material can be in the mode of goodness, can get transferred into, and material means the mind, intelligence, right? Like that, and can go into the mode of ignorance or into the mode of passion. And because of false ego, I think that I am this and I am like that. So later on, when you go deeper into Srimad Bhagavatam, when Krishna is talking to Uddhav, then it is amazing that, he will come and he'll clarify that we use the word liberation, right? So we are saying that, okay, if I get all these godly qualities, I'm going to be liberated. But the question is, but the reality is that the soul never changes. The soul is actually always liberated. It's just that you are thinking that I'm bound. It's things like how sometimes small kids will do that nothing is holding their hand, but they will say that I can't move my hands, I can't move my hand, my hands are tight. They do that. Similarly, this is our situation also, like a child. We think that I'm this body and whatever is happening is actually happening to me. So all these compassion and all that kind of stuff, they have got to do with how you're relating to others who are in the material concept, right? And that is why when a person reaches that very high level and he becomes a self-realized soul, then it says in the scriptures that he sees every sama sarveshu bhuteshu. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu means he sees everything as same. So whether it's a sinner or whether it's a saint, they will just see it as the same thing, because they just see the soul everywhere, right? Saintlyhood or sinner, being a sinful person, is got to do with how the material body is interacting with it. The soul remains untouched, like how the leaf of the lotus flower remain untouched by the water. So that is why those who are at the highest level, those who are known as Uttam Adhikaris, they cannot preach, because a preacher makes a distinction. A preacher or a teacher says, okay, here is a higher, here is a lower, here is a knowledgeable person, this person is not knowledgeable. But the Uttam Adhikari will say the soul is all knowledgeable. Everybody knows it. It's just that you are under that concept. So the Uttam Adhikaris have to stoop down and come down to the level of a Madhyam Adhikari. And a Madhyam Adhikari makes the distinction between good and bad. And so a Madhyam, he comes down to that level, and then from that level, he preaches like that. So but very good observation, Sitapa Mataji. Very, very good. So kudos for.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that, we can just sit back and, we can be envious and conceited and harsh and ignorant and just say that, oh, fine, it's just the body that is doing. No, we have been awarded this body. And these are the scriptural injunctions that, that Krishna is saying. And that is why in the end, in the last few verses that he said that you should know karya akarya. You should know what is your duty and what is not your duty. So as a human being, you are supposed to, express these good divine qualities and cultivate these good divine qualities. Otherwise, we just continue to go down. The consciousness gets corrupted. Anything more? Any other reflections?
Hare Krishna Ma. I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 5th chapter. In that, one of the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that, that, a person who is not humble and tolerant cannot chant and cannot be Krishna conscious easily. So then I was like, that was like a revelation that, these qualities are necessary in order to advance. Like, even if, so the struggle is worth it, because I have seen that being titakshava or being tolerant is very, very hard. It doesn't come easy, but those are necessary in order to advance. So just a thought.
Exactly. And and this is such a wonderful point that you bring in. And this is also what we are reading in the Bhagavad Gita. And so in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling him about be like a tortoise. Be like a tortoise and you withdraw your senses. He tells you that, right? And immediately in the next sentence, next shloka, he comes and he says, you know what? But there's a flaw over there. And the flaw is that even if you withdraw your senses, the senses still have a taste. A taste remains. Rasavarjam rasopyasya. So taste still remains for that, right? And then he gives a solution in the next verse where he says that, so there are two things. One is to control your senses. To control your senses means that the senses are doing something, you are pulling them back and you are controlling them. That's one level, right? The second level, which he talks about in that verse, is conquering the senses. When you have conquered the sense, that means the senses will do as you tell them. So there's a difference between conquering and controlling the senses. Controlling means they will do things and then you have to go after them. And that's why you're saying that toleration is so difficult, because the mind, the sense, the sixth sense has already started churning out ideas and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts, right? And then now you have to say, no, this is a, now intelligence has to say, no, this is a bad one, stop. Then mind will present another one, this is a bad one, stop. So that that fight is constantly going on between the mind and the intelligence. And sometimes, the mind can win. It's very fierce. It's got godlike powers, right? Bhagavatam says. So, but if you have conquered the mind means whatever the soul wants, the mind is going to do that. And once you have conquered the mind, that is what in the Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, when he said the mind has become your friend. The mind will just do whatever the soul is good for the soul and whatever the soul really wants to do, and which is devotional service of the Lord, because the soul is wired to do it that way. And to be able to reach that stage that you conquer the mind, you have to remove all the other things that prevent you from conquering the mind. And those are listed in this chapter number 16. Pride, conceit, arrogance. And that's why, they are not conducive for your development of devotional service. So once you have conquered your mind, then the question of tolerating doesn't occur. Toleration means that some reaction has already started in your system, right? Somebody did something and the blood is already boiling, and now you're trying to throw some water on it. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Let me calm down, let me calm down, let me calm down. And conquered means people can go and do anything in front of you. They can say anything that they like, but you just are not affected by that. So that's a higher level of, consciousness. So let not, Jasman no dujite loko, loka no ujite chayaha. So 12.15 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita says that one who doesn't agitate others, and he's not agitated by others also. So that's the real test of how good are we in our devotional service, how advanced are we. The first part is easy. I can be a monk and I can be quiet and live like a mouse and humble and everything like that. But then the moment a trigger comes from outside, what do I do at that time? Have I conquered my senses, or do I have to control them? Yeah, very good point, Preeti Radhika.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Mataji, like what Priti Radhika Mataji, she said, like we need to, to advance in this spiritual growth, we need to develop these divine qualities. Just a thought, Mataji, from my side also, like if we do self-introspection, like what we do on daily basis, the qualities, like the bad qualities also hit our mind, the good qualities also hit our mind on day-to-day basis. So if we keep a check on that, so that might also help, like sometimes if we are getting angry, so the feeling, that emotion of hatred comes, and in that case will not be absorbed in Krishna, right? Our mind will be diverted to that demonic quality which Krishna mentions. So that's the reason I feel we should try to inculcate more of divine qualities and try to eliminate all these bad qualities in order to progress in devotional service.
Exactly right. And you bringing the word introspection. It's very, very important. It's very, very important to introspect and deliberate. So one thing is to listen to shastras. You like it. You come and attend a lecture and you're relishing it so much, right? And then after the lecture is over, we say, like, what did the speaker say? And we don't remember anything, not a single thing, right? It's quite normal for that to happen, and that's why you take notes during the lecture, and then you have to go back and think, deliberate, right? You have to again think very carefully by weighing, what was said, the pros and the cons. Was it right? Was it not right? Is it in alignment with the shastras or not? So you constantly deliberate on whatever you have heard. So tat shraddha munya gyan vairagya yuktaya paschanti atmani atmanam bhakta shruti grihitaya. So that's then it says in Srimad Bhagavatam, where it first talks about vadanti tat tattvavidas. It talks about there are three phases in which you can know the Lord as the effulgence, and then as the Paramatma, and then as the Bhagwan. And then it says that knowing this, now what the munis do, they will have detachment and all that, but they do shruti. Shruti is the Vedas, right? Or whatever God has spoken. So shruti grihitya, and then they deliberate on that. It's very, very important for us to deliberate. And deliberate means that you have to now go inside. And what are you deliberating? What are you weighing? You have to weigh what others have said. So sometimes you weigh the external things that are coming, and sometimes you also have to go inside. And most of the times you should try to go inside and weigh what is happening. observe the thoughts that are coming. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they good for my devotional service? Are they not? Should I stop this thought chain or should I not stop this thought chain? So that constant introspection has to happen. And that constant introspection happens when, usually for the neophytes, it is said that you have to be silent. And when I say silent, it really means that stop talking, right? But when it becomes a habit for you to introspect and to be, constantly on the lookout for where can I slip, where am I slipping, you'll get into the habit that even as you are talking, you will be constantly deliberating. You'll be constantly weighing and saying that, what exactly am I saying? Is it really the truth? Is it the right beneficial to everybody? Is it not, is it peaceful? Is this going to hurt anybody? We will be doing that test even as we are talking the words. And sometimes you will see some exalted speakers come to our temple and they give a lecture and they make a statement and then they will immediately correct themselves, say, no, I don't think that is very accurate. And this is what is accurate. So you see, they are constantly in that mode of, self-check, self-introspection, that what exactly is going on over here. And on the other extreme end, it's like, oh, I didn't even know what I said. I was drunk. Like that. So deliberation is very important. Yeah. And how will all these go away? The formula is very simple. You chant the names of the Lord. Very, very simple.
Do you know, Krishna Mataji, so I wanted to say also, I think that it's important for every individual to practice and have that level of introspection. It's almost like you're examining your own thoughts before you speak, right? Yeah. But there's also this other very powerful idea of community where, in a like this circle, it's we're here to help each other. And when somebody's not so doing well, it's good to have others help, because we actually can't, I don't believe we can actually all singly and solely do this practice and become better. So we are really interdependent.
Yes.
And that is a really important part of this growth, right? Is when we see ourselves, we're actually, in some ways, a comparative study. It's a role modeling where we're only learning because of others showing us, or us failing, or somebody else and us feeling compassion or something. That's how the learning happens. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So community is very important.
Yes, community. And that's why we have temples. Otherwise, everybody can sit in their home, right? Temple is where we congregate and we come together and we help each other out. And Tat Shraddha-dhana, not Tachadana, Matchitta Matgata Prana is Vashana Mataji's favorite, right? Bodhayantas parasparam, tat tushyanti cha mam nityam, katyanti ta mam nityam, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. That's when you are in the association of devotees, you glorify the Lord, and that's when you start to feel very good. And but one thing very important is like for example, if somebody is trying to overcome a bad habit, like they are alcoholic, right? So they go to Alcoholic Anonymous, and that's where they, as a group, they sit down and everybody's sharing what they did and how they overcome the urge to go for the bottle and so on and so forth. But before you go to the Alcoholic Anonymous, you would have done a little bit of introspection to come to the understanding that yes, I have this problem. I have this problem, because sometimes people don't even look inside. Or don't even look at themselves. All the problems are with the other world, and this was me actually before 2009, when I, it was 2007 when I came in contact with Srila Prabhupada's book, and I particularly read this chapter 16, and I was going, from verse number 4 onwards. It was a check. Yes, it's me. It's a demonic quality. Right? So luckily I did some introspection at that time, and luckily for me, Prabhupada had the pollution down the corner, right? So I found my own. But we are not anonymous. We speak out, yeah. Very good, very good.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, waiting for your
cake cutting, because I know you have a hard stop today at like 7:59. So.
I have a hard stop today, yeah, because I'm going to work. Yeah, so I would like to thank for the flood of cakes that are arriving my home yesterday morning. So I already got one in the morning, and I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'm done with the with the cakes. And then Khyati Mataji came with another one, and I was at work, so Rakesh Prabhu went there and brought the cake, and Subsequently I came to know that Ujjwal Rasa Mataji has made that cake. So thank you so much for the maker, the baker, the bringer, the deliverer, everybody, and thank you so much for all of you
It
for
was in the book.
assembling here.
It's from all of us from Bhakti Vriksha group. So
There
they
you
all
go.
are like inspiration.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the wonderful wishes and blessings and prayers that you have been sending my way. I might not have responded to all of you because, you know, I'm working, but I'll definitely respond to all of you and you know, happy to accept all your blessings, and please keep me in your love circle. It feels so good. It feels so good to be with the devotees here. So I'll have to take help. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and Mataji, not only Bhakti Vriksha group, but I think CSR group and our like Sakhi group and all the Vaishnavi group and everyone who loves you wanted to participate. So it's all of us. Mataji.
And Mataji, we couldn't. I think we probably missed a lot of
People. So I
devotees
yeah,
that couldn't reach.
and we couldn't reach. So I specially asked for forgiveness if in that process if I was unable to reach you or you were not able to submit anything. Please forgive me. I know Shraddha Mataji is getting your wishes. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Wishes travel from one heart to another. They don't need a Zoom in between for them to be there. So it's a beautiful, beautiful cake. I'll need Rakesh Babu's help to bring it here, and maybe he can just, you know, do it here. Rakesh Babu, can you help me? So thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, just hold on for a second here. I want to see who all are here on this gallery. So I want to go to the gallery view. Wow. Wow, I'm really, really touched.
Okay.
So
You want us to sing from here, Mataji?
Mataji, what
you can do whatever my is Vedashri.
Maybe
Sorry.
what we could do is we do the cake cutting, then we'll sing the. I mean, we can sing the song.
Hare Krishna
Mantra.
Hare Krishna.
Then we can have 2 to 3 senior devotees who would like to speak up or who couldn't submit in the Kudo board. They could just speak it out or few sentence, and then hopefully we can complete by 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Right.
Kathy Mataji, Bindavali Mataji called me many times and she wanted to submit, but she couldn't. So please give her a chance.
Yes, definitely. She gets the first chance always.
Yes.
That was a senior devotee suite.
Yes, because I tried to call her and her
You
phone
can
was
talk later.
Yeah.
That's fine. No logistics.
All right. So we'll have to move this. We'll have to make space for the cake to come here. I'd just like to do this from here. Rakesh Prabhu, please help me. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm putting that there. So the cake is going to come here. I just wanted to make sure that everybody gets a chance.
Rakesh Prabhu, the expert photographer everywhere. All the photos we tried to find, we could find. I could only take pictures of Rakesh Prabhu taking pictures. I couldn't get better pictures. You would have probably the best pictures.
Yeah.
Rakesh, you show it to the camera.
Yeah.
Still did so everybody sees this. So
I don't want to fall.
Yeah.
Want to take my,
It looks so good. Wow, it looks so yummy.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, Khyati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Rakesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please come in front of the camera. We want to see you also.
Okay, one second. Hold on. I will take you a little down so that
we can come. All right.
Yeah, so that cake will not me. At least cake will come. Okay, here. Okay. You want to be higher than her or lower than?
Perfect. That's perfect.
शादी में marriage में होता ना दूल्हे की गर्दन ऊपर होनी चाहिए. Okay.
Thank you, dear Krishna, for bringing these wonderful, wonderful devotees in my life. They are indeed my life and soul. And whatever I am is because of the blessings of the future master and all these wonderful devotees who surround my life. And I wish and pray on my that I never lose the association of such fantastic. Hare Krishna. So thank you. I don't want to cut at all, but I'll have to. So we offered the lordships before, and I kind of feel guilty, you know. the other one with the cake and
Don't feel
But
guilty.
you are feeling happy that you have to eat. We don't have to exercise.
We are going to
Hare
tomorrow.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pavane payo
Krishna
Hari Hari
Mataji, what flavor is it?
I will give the cake to Rakesh Prabhu to eat. Here it comes.
He has to feed you. Rakesh Prabhu.
You have to eat the cake.
I will take the picture.
You have to eat it or we spread it over your face. You have to choose. Cream syrup.
Oh, you don't have that power, Siddha Mataji.
Rakesh Prabhu, I'm taking your picture while
None
you
of
eat
us do.
Mataji.
Okay. Now
What is the flavor? Siddha
Not like that.
Prabhuji, you need to.
Mataji, what is the flavor?
Prabhuji, yes. Yeah, that's better.
Rasmalai?
this is my
I didn't know
Rasmalai
this.
flavor.
I'm going to tell you what is the flavor.
I never had rasmalai cake.
Yeah, it is Ujjwala Rasa Mataji. So she
Very tasty.
she makes really beautiful cake. So you can get it from her anytime.
Mataji, eat one piece at least.
Yes.
Rakesh Prabhu, Mataji is waiting for you to finish.
Just put one rasgulla in your mouth.
Prabhuji, खिलाओ ना.
माताजी गुलाब की पंखड़ी खा रहे हो सिर्फ.
अभी शर्माओ मत, खिला दो.
नहीं खा रही हूँ.
नाक में लगा दो.
Wow. It's amazing. It's amazingly tasty. Yeah.
जरा सा मुंह पे लगा कर खा लो केक को.
Now he wants me to then I'll be very happy to do it actually. It's super duper tasty, very tasty.
ऊपर
We should all
नजर ऊपर
attempt
करो,
this
ऊपर
one.
करो नजर.
Okay. Man is dictating. Yummy.
My mouth is also watering.
I know.
Yes, Varshana Mataji.
Okay.
At least look at it. At least
Yeah.
look at it.
Yes.
But there must be a way to have a socially distanced gathering for as well, where we can have cake.
We thought about it first.
Adi
for
Mataji
like
was saying, Adi Mataji was telling me that we should have a 6 feet away kirtan, come to a park and 6 feet away.
No, we have a drive.
That's a good idea.
Drive through just to pick up the cake and then wish you.
Right. You're more than welcome. Yeah.
The kids have been doing this all year, so they just have nice big prasadam box for the kids, and then they all come say, "Hi, happy birthday! Thank you for the prasadam."
Fantastic. Thank you. I'm just so touched and this is the best birthday that I ever had, isn't it, Rakesh? This is just,
Mataji, can we go to Kudo boards so that Vindhyavali Mataji gets a chance and then everyone can.
Varshana also have a nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Varshana Mataji also. So Kudo board I have shared.
Yes, it's a laptop in that.
I tried Kuda board also. I don't know.
You can read out.
You can
just
say
speak.
Mataji
Whatever you wish to write.
comes from your heart. You can say.
I don't know. I'll see.
You can send it to her also, Mataji, direct message.
I think I sent Shraddha Mataji directly one because I couldn't go into Kuda board. So I don't know which one it went or I don't know, Mataji. Mataji, I'm not a good speaker either. I'm not a good writer. Not like I saw Kuda board what everybody wrote. So you can add everybody's heart together from me and you can take it, Mataji. That's the easy way. I'm telling you.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
I'll be very my humble obeisances, and then I am just so grateful to this class. I came to. I was dreaming before I joined. Everybody was saying. Once I saw So in the class, just I thought, and I want to join this class. I thought whether I could be able to, but now I'm enjoying this everybody's association and your teaching, and I'm learning slowly, Mataji. I'm not elevated like everybody's saying. I'm starting just from the low side, and I don't know how to express my feelings. And you're so great in the way you're teaching and the way I'm getting the knowledge, from the script, spiritual this thing. This is an experience for me, and I got initiated. That initiation also, it came like that at my later age, this age, and I don't know. 3/4 I finished, so 1/4 I have. So in that 1/4, I want to finish like Parishit Maharaj. I want to finish fast everything, but I don't know how much I can grab, Mataji. But you're helping me a lot, and all this devotees association. I'm really thankful to everybody, Mataji. Thank you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
we
much.
pray God that give you just good life, and then like smiling like this and teaching us. We're so happy now. We're not that you're teaching and we're learning like that. And it's kind of homely thing, I feel. And that's really, I don't know how much expression. It's not no words that much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji, for such a heartfelt rendition. Yeah, and thank you for multiplying the blessings from the Kudo board into two. I get to twice
Because
now.
I want to tell so many words, but it's not coming like you said. I listen to the class, and afterwards I write some things, and afterwards I go and check in which class nowadays I am putting the date in that class also, so that on that day I heard this. So that's why I'm keeping a note. So really, thank you very much, Mataji, for all
Thank
this.
you for being there and for the joy that you bring into the class. Everybody will agree with that, right?
And everybody is helping me, that putting my name first, all these devotees, they are giving me, that's really touching from my heart, Mataji.
Thank you.
The Kathy Mataji puts my name first.
Vindhyavali Mataji, Hare Krishna. Vindhyavali Mataji, the way you have expressed yourself, only elevated devotee can do that. We are very, very low. I mean, not even a speck of dust at your feet. Hare Krishna.
No, Mataji, yes, that's really something. I have to get everybody's. That's what I'm saying, like Parishit Maharaj, this quarter, not even quarter, I have quarter. So in that quarter time, I had to finish all my learning, and then I don't know how to tell Mataji. Thank you very much for everybody's help.
Thank you for coming and gracing our classes. It's a joy to have you there.
And Vindhyalakshmi Mataji, you have found your Sukadev Goswami, who is giving you the nectarian lecture over Shraddha Maso.
Yeah.
With you, we all are
Right,
fortunate to
absolutely
associate
right.
with her. So.
Thank you very much for you both, putting my name on the top of the list everyday chat box. I'm the first one to do.
You are on the top.
No, I'm not on the top. I'm the bottom learning person, but my name is on the top.
Anything else you would like to say? Or probably, I know that Varshana Mataji wants to read her beautiful poems, so I think we can give her opportunity. Unless someone else also wants to speak, please message me so that we can prioritize.
Mataji.
Mataji? Yeah, Varshana Mataji, go ahead.
Shraddha Mataji, you can read this thing. 1 minute, Mataji. Actually, my have a problem network.
Yeah.
Whether 1 second, Mataji, if I can. 1 second, Mataji.
Shraddha Mataji, you want to share the Kudo board? Did you receive it in your WhatsApp? Or
Oh, have you
I
sent
can
it?
share. I can
Yes,
share
Yeah,
it in
you
the
can
email.
share.
yes, I can read it, Mataji. May
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Today is the day. Today is the day to party and unwind my feelings for you. I want to thank the Almighty who brought you, blessed you, showered His love on you. To glorify Him, gave intelligence and strength to you. Today is the day to tell you, you have changed my life, brought me from darkness to light. You resisted my incompetence with a smile, taught me to walk from an inch to a mile. Today is the day to tell you, you are the one who introduced me to Dharma's sight, gave scriptures to read and see them with insight. I had left hopes looking at my ears, but you walked with me patiently, making me learn, my dear. Today is the day to thank you for all you are doing unconditionally, praying and praying to Him on your day of birth to bless you enormously with strength in changing lives who are blinded by material wealth. Today is the day to tell you I would have been struggling aimlessly in this torturous material ocean, doing irrelevant and staying in illusion. You have cleared all my confusions. Today is the day to make you happy, joyous, satisfied, and proud. Assure you, we'll try to follow the path which is so sound. I pray and wish you good luck and health and a lovely life of merit. God bless you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji, for such a beautiful poem. I wish I had done half of what you said. So, like you always say, that the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So, it's your love for me that makes you do and makes you say all that you have said. But please, please bless me, Mataji, that I continue to serve you all to the best of my capacity. Hare Krishna.
Charulata Mataji wants to speak. Um, Charulata Mataji, you can unmute yourself and say something.
And you might want to stop sharing, Mataji, or are you going to be thinking? Yeah. And then I can see Charulata Mataji.
Hello, Mataji. Ha, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Shraddha Mataji. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much for giving me this chance for a minute to speak here. Shraddha Mataji, you have yes, you have inspired us so much. And I was just thinking, how can we thank you enough? And my mind goes to glorifying you. And how do we glorify you, Shraddha Mataji? By putting your teaching into actions, and your teaching comes from parampara. One way or other, if I can put all the teachings in action and can come closer to Krishna, that is the best gift, I think, as a devotee, I like to give you. And that's what comes in my mind, Mataji. Bottom line is that if I can put everything you are teaching into action, that's the best gift I can give you, Mataji. Thank you so much, so much. You are a great inspirer. And the class has been wonderful. I'm so sorry I couldn't attend all the classes, but I read and I listen, and I like it very much. And I wish you the best ahead, the journey ahead in Krishna consciousness movement. And we are with you. We are with the entire parampara. And Sri Krishna, God bless us, all of us, and you. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Charulata. Thank you so much. I think nothing pleases a teacher more than the fact that the learners go and apply the knowledge that they learn. So yeah, thank you for the very beautiful gift. Yeah. competing with the cake now.
Because you are the living example, Mataji. You do that with the Guru Maharaj's instructions that you apply in your life. So that nectar or that enthusiasm flows. So we are really very fortunate, Mataji, to have your association this way.
Thank you. I wish I live up to that.
Yes, Mataji, like Kati Mataji the other day told that you are like the sugar in the lemonade. So you made us our life like very sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sudha.
Anyone else who want to say something? Feel free to unmute yourself and say.
Hare Krishna, yes, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Such a wonderful day today because, I was thinking of which verse I felt was, you have so many wonderful qualities, so deep and so just enormous. But I thought about one verse and it was 2.41. And part of it was, you really are this very resolute person and your goal is so clear. And we read this, but we don't know what it's like or how it can be because it is a difficult path, but it yet is an easy path, but yet a difficult one. So we're in this dilemma all the time. But when we see you, and it's not always just in class, even at the temple or any time that I've seen you, you really embody that resolution and that clarity of goal every single moment. So thank you. It's been so inspirational. I think, and your words and your thoughts all reflect that. There's never been a time I've seen you when that hasn't been the case. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Sadhana Mataji. I really, like I always tell everybody that I feel so fortunate that you came and joined our corporate book distribution team and started coming to these classes. I don't know how. I think Sukomal Radhe, I don't know how it happened, but somehow it happened. And here we are on our journey back to Godhead together. So look forward to that. Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Keshwari Mataji also wants to say something.
Oh, Suki.
Haribo Mataji, wishing you a very, very happy.
Thank you so much. This is such a pleasant surprise.
Mataji, I know there's so many devotees who would like to speak, but I just wanted to mention that, I already talked to you today, but I just really, really feel that the most systematic person I have seen in my life is you. And I hope I'll get a drop of it myself. And I always enjoyed our earlier days when we would do the morning calls together. And I really miss it, seriously, really miss it. So it'll be great that hopefully we'll have it again. And I'm praying to Shri Radha Madan Mohan that you get more empowerment and do several more books through corporate Sankirtan and do, make, I know you're already making Maharaj so happy, but I'm just praying that you can make him so much more happier by, really achieving, I always think there should be a time when we do thousands of Srimad Bhagavatams. And I was just looking at your report, I felt, yeah, you could make it happen. Hopefully someday we'll follow in your footsteps.
No, Mataji, I am following in your footstep. It just talks about like 10 years ago, I used to attend classes with Sukeshwari Mataji. So you can see from where all these things are coming. And I have to say that whatever the corporate team achieves by way of book distribution, it happens because we have this whole network, the supporting network that comes from behind. The people who order the books, who pack the books, drop the books, deliver the books, the whole slew. And then I rely so much on you, Sukeshwari Mataji, because when we go out on book distribution, we glorify a lot the Vedic Academy, and it's indeed an amazing service that you're doing because you are founding the future. You're strengthening the future, right? I mean, every birthday is a reminder that life is being cut short, right? There are only so few years left for you to do. And like somebody was talking to me today and said, you are the pillar of ISV. And I said, you can imagine a 61-year-old pillar. We really need some sturdy pillars. And that's what you're doing. You're building a really strong foundation for this movement to go further. So thank you.
Experience, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. No, your presence made it even more wonderful. So I'm just.
Devi Mataji wants to say something. We just have 1 minute left. So Devi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Suraj wants to wish you, Mataji.
Hey, Suraj.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you also.
No, I don't what happened is I am wearing the earphones and he didn't hear what he said. Just a minute, I'll put it on speaker.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Mataji said happy birthday to you. I didn't know. Yeah.
You had a birthday, right? Few months ago, you had a birthday, right? So I'm
So he has birthday in June, Mataji.
yeah.
6 months ago.
Wow. So it's not going to come again in 5 months. Thank you
Another 5 months.
so much.
And Ankita Mataji says that you are not 61, you are 16.
Oh, no, that no, there's no competition for the cake, Ujjwal Rasa. You say 16, I better not eat that cake. So thank you. Yes, I wish I was, and the only reason that I wish I'm 16 again is that I can have a stronger body to be able to serve, and then don't do the stupid things that I did, from 16 to 47. And here is Garima Mataji here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, very happy birthday, Krishna
Thank
conscious
you.
birthday. And I second whatever devotee says.
So now it's 3 times the nectar for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Shraddha Mataji, you serve with your soul and heart. So I think age is not a boundary for you anytime. Krishna made you like that. So because it's your soul power is so amazing, that is why you are pillar of ISV, and not only ISV, everywhere over the world. So thank you so much.
Yes, and definitely you said it so nicely that Krishna made, yes, and Krishna makes all of us, and Krishna is flawless. So you all are wonderful. Remember that. And never think that, I'm lowly, that I cannot do it, because then you are, doubting Krishna's capabilities. So Krishna has made all of you beautiful souls, and because you are so beautiful, you see beauty everywhere. And which is a very good situation to be in. You're like the honeybee, you're tasting nectar everywhere and everything. And you're ignoring all the faults. I mean, as a teacher, I have faulted so many times, but you're ignoring all that, and you're just, making my day so beautiful for me. And I'm just so delighted to see so many faces here. Thank you so much for making my day.
Mataji, I wanted to wish you a very happy and blessed Krishna conscious birthday, Mataji. And thank you so much for your association. So when I was moving to Bay Area, so I was thinking a lot whether I will continue to get devotee association. And thankfully, Krishna gave me association through your Bhakti Vriksha, and very nice devotees in the Bhakti Vriksha. We really enjoyed all your association. And then the, every session I used to learn something from the Bhakti Vriksha, and you used to share your realizations and experiences. So a lot of learning was there, Mataji. So thank you so much for all your nice classes.
Also, where's the cake or pizza?
You came late, so that we finished the cake.
But there was no cake.
Say that again.
Yes, there was, but cake cutting is over.
What? Man, I want to eat cake.
But it's a very nice cake. I will ask Rakesh Prabhu to bring a piece for you, okay? He'll bring it to
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Mataji. I just wanted to, I was asking Rakesh Prabhu if I could get something for you, for your whichever dish you like, but I didn't get a response. You can tell me, Mataji, I can bring something for you.
No, this is fantastic. No, this is amazing. Yeah. And now Apara Gorangi just texted to say that she wanted to join the Zoom call. So,
So Aparangi Mataji is also behind all this arrangement and reaching out to devotee. So is Shamalangi Mataji also. So I really wanted to thank everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, there's so much that always happens behind the scenes, right? So many devotees like to stay in the background and work.
And please forgive us again. I seek for your forgiveness. Shraddha Mataji, especially, we do so many offenses, sometimes not realizing. So thank you so much, Mataji, for tolerating us and blessing us.
And making this call to the end.
Yes,
Yes.
tolerate. I always used to feel that, like I'm on this side of the temple where, there's one heavy, it's concentrated area of devotional service, which is where Guru Maharaj lives. But other than that, I was always used to think that, where are others? And here you are, and over the years, because of the Bhakti Vriks, we have come closer. But I do remember going on with you, Khyati Mataji, so many years ago, doing book distribution together and enjoying the prasadam together, and used to cook and bake prasadam, pack prasadam for us. I remember all that as well. Yeah. So this is just, yeah, this is just so fantastic. I wish I had a birthday every day.
That's good. Yeah.
You made this day so beautiful.
We have class, it's a celebration for all of us. So
Yeah.
reason is you.
This is true, and I do see Apara Goragi is here. We were waiting for you, Apara. And very, very special soul. And thank you so much, Apara. Khyati Mataji just told me that you have been working behind the scenes to organize all this. And I know your efficiency, and I know your behind the scene operations that you're always involved in. And
That's it. It's your birthday, not mine. I'll stop you here. Wishing you a very happy Krishna conscious birthday, Maturi.
thank you.
So nice to see
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear devotees. And fortunately or unfortunately, I'll have to take your leave because I have work to do. But, but what a great. Like, I'm just hoping we'll be celebrating somebody else's birthday. This is good. Maybe we should all get together always for our birthdays and
Thank you so much.
off cycle and do a special day, maybe over a weekend, and do that. So that yeah, this is just fantastic. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know. And thank you so much for all those dear devotees who joined us on Zoom and their comments on various things being said over here and spoken over here. And Varshana Vidyavadu really liked your poem. Said that, and so did I. And I liked everything. And those who spoke and those who just came here with their feelings, I could feel that over the Zoom. It's such a, I just don't know what to say. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Just
Thank you so much for being there, Mataji.
Love you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Worship because in the
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Namo Namaha. That's good.
Very nice. Very
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much for the nice class, Mataji.
Thank you. And thank you.
This is the best class.
With sweet, with cake and everything, smiling faces.
Yes, and last but not the least, thank you so much to Khyati Mataji and Niral Prabhu for organizing all this and doing all the behind the scene work that you do, making the reading orders, making sure all the work that you do. Thank you so much.
Mataji, one more thing. Sukomal Radhe Mataji for leading me to the right direction. So I really want to thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. It is lovely to see Vedashri Mataji all the way from the East Coast.
Yes,
It's late hour, 11 o'clock in the night for her. I really appreciate. Yeah, you, Rohit, Aruni, Apara, Vasana, Asta, Aditi with them and Mom and Sutripriya. I've also got your message from your Prabhuji, Meera Mataji, Sanjeev and Simi. Sadhana Mataji and Sanjeev and Simi are coming on 2 screens, so they're getting double the enjoyment. Archana Mataji is there, Sukomal Mataji is there, and our Vindhyavali Mataji is there. And on Facebook again, we have got Vidyavalu, Varshana Keshvi Mataji is there, and of course, same who is there, Vijay Lakshmi. Fantastic! I'm just overwhelmed. I'll have good things tonight. Difficult sleep.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you so much, devotees, those who have arranged this. Thank you so much. God bless
thank
you.
you very much, whoever arranged it. We are sitting and enjoying.
Hare Krishna.